The Golden Goose. This story begins with someone no one took seriously. The kind of person who was overlooked. The kind of person who was laughed at. But by the end, no one is laughing. There was once a man who had 3 sons. The 2 eldest were everything a father could be proud of. They were clever, confident, strong in both body and mind. But the youngest was different. He was quiet, unassuming, and often lost in his own thoughts. Because of this, his brothers gave him a nickname, Simpleton. They didn't mean it kindly. They said it with a smile, with a laugh, as if it were a joke. But over time, it became something more. It became how they saw him. Someone who would never succeed. Someone who would never surprise them. Even his father expected very little of him. One day, the eldest son prepared to go into the forest to gather wood. But before he left, his mother packed him a fine meal, fresh bread, and a bottle of wine. "You'll need your strength," she told him. He nodded confidently and set out. As he walked deeper into the forest, he came across an old man. The man looked tired, hungry, as though he'd been walking for a very long time. He asked politely if he might share a little food, but the eldest son refused. He looked at the man and saw no reason to give anything away. So he turned his back and continued on. Not long after, as he began chopping wood, his axe split, and in an instant he injured himself, badly enough that he could not continue. He returned home empty-handed. The second son went on next. And just like his brother, he was given good food of bread and wine, more than enough. And just like before, he met the same old man. And just like before, he refused. And just like before, he failed. His axe split. His hand was injured, and he returned home in frustration. Now only one son remained, Simpleton. He asked if he could go. His father hesitated. He didn't expect anything to come of it, but eventually he allowed him. This time there was no rich meal, only dry bread and some drink. "Take this," his father said without much thought. Simpleton nodded and left quietly. When he entered the forest, he walked slowly. He wasn't in a rush. He wasn't trying to prove anything. He simply walked. And soon he met the old man. The man asked the same question. Would he share his food? Simpleton didn't hesitate. He sat down beside him, broke his bread in half, and shared what little he had. And something strange happened. The dry bread no longer seemed dried. The simple drink felt warm and satisfying. The old man smiled, not just politely, but knowingly, as if he'd been waiting for this moment. He pointed toward a tree. "Cut that one," he said. Simpleton did as he was told. And when the tree fell, something unexpected was inside. A goose. But not just any goose. Its feathers were made of gold. They shimmered softly in the light. Simpleton looked at it quietly, picked it up, and began walking home. He didn't question it. He didn't try to understand it. He simply accepted it and continued on. As evening came, he stopped at an inn. Inside, people quickly noticed the goose. Golden feathers, unlike anything they had ever seen. The innkeeper's daughters whispered to each other. "If we just take one feather," one of them said softly, "we'll have something valuable." So when Simpleton wasn't looking, she reached out. She touched the goose. And in that moment, her hand became stuck. She pulled, but couldn't let go. Her sister rushed forward to help her. But the moment she touched her, she too became stuck. Then another and another. One by one, they became attached. The next morning, Simpleton got up and continued his journey. He didn't seem concerned. He didn't try to fix it. He simply walked, and behind him, they followed, still stuck. When they passed through the fields, a priest saw them. Shocked by the sight, he tried to stop them. But the moment he touched one of them, he too became stuck. Then a farmer, then another. Soon, a long chain of people stretched behind Simpleton, all unable to let go. When they reached a nearby town, the king looked out from his window. He had a daughter who had never laughed. Nothing amused her, nothing surprised her, nothing brought her joy. But when she saw what was happening, a boy walking calmly, and behind him, a ridiculous chain of people stumbling forward together, she laughed. For the first time in her life, she laughed. And once she began, she couldn't stop. The king had made a promise long ago to whoever could make his daughter laugh would marry her. And so, Simpleton, the one that no one believed in, became her husband, and in time, he became king. Sometimes, the ones people overlook are the ones who change everything.